This must be a friendship that only we should have.
My advice to you, start drinking heavily.
Well, hello, Mr. Fenton. Why, oh, why didn't I get to sleep? Such a father.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Audience, welcome to the 622nd Monday Night Comedy Show. Give it up for your host, Andrew Danger.
Yeah. Actual human beings clapping 6 feet apart from each other in a room with their hands. They are hogtied and muffled. I'm gonna kill the bear now. I hate you.
I love you.
I'm having a great time. Holy
Me
shit,
too.
Man. There's actual people here.
Ow!
Comedy show.
Yeah!
It's happening in a year, folks. Because you know what? We could have had you in an audience setting anytime during the pandemic because we're just. I don't know. I thought that would be funnier because for some reason can we just reset? We can fix this in post, right? I had no idea they couldn't hear me before. 622 shows later, let's kill the bear. What is that?
Let's kill the bear! Yay! Kill the bear!
Oh, God. Oh my God! Sure, we're all fun and games, but we know what bears did to comedy. This is a TED Talk about the.
That's why I'm riveted. I'm just waiting for what the next starting.
I thought we actually were going to get cricket sound effects. That would have really impressed everybody. Not all this equipment here at Nanotako Studios and the giant death laser that's pointed at the front row. That's a microphone so people can actually hear you clap. Not for me, but for our next friend who is. I don't have the book, do I? Oh my God, she does. All right. Well, okay.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Liz. All right. We're going to do the Monday Night Comedy Show book club page reading of Picture Me Famous. Well, you'll get it. If you haven't joined us before, it's a murder mystery, and she just joined a gang. So put your hands together for Elizabeth S. reading page 41 of Picture Me Famous.
It's actually Full House, Stephanie, just so we are all aware. All right. Something to do with people cooler than us, I guess, Stephanie pointed out. I'm only surprised it took the Flamingos this long to make her part of their group. Amber sure does look at home with them. You know what they say, birds of a feather flock together. Amber did look like she belonged in the most popular crowd in school. Her long, layered, strawberry blonde hair, I just realized I had the song, had that perfect windblown look. And she was wearing a white cotton t-shirt with a colorful pair of baggy silk pants cinched at the waist with a woven belt. Maybe she's just sitting with them, Allie said. It doesn't mean she's going to join the Flamingos or anything. Sure, Stephanie joked, lowering her voice to sound like an announcer's. Will Amber impress the Flamingo judges? She looks cool and confident, and she seems to be able to handle the pressure extremely well. No, Amber Armstrong is not going to crack. She wants a good score from the judges, and nothing will break her concentration. At the table, the tension is high. Everyone's afraid to breathe as Amber prepares for her performance. Here she goes. She's going to do it. The dangerous meatloaf flip. Stephanie, Allie, and Darcy watched as Amber...
Yay.
Let's. My God,
Absolutely.
it's terrifying and riveting all at the same time. I just don't read ahead in your home versions, folks. That's cheating. Because when we get to the end of the book, we will have a roundtable discussion and crack open some chillable red. And when I hold this sign up, it'll help you like me more. It has to be lit. It's
Yes.
yeah.
Woohoo. Yay. There it is.
I'd throw it over here, but I would kill Kruger. Speaking of killing, your next comic is going to make a killing from Chicago, Illinois. Everybody streaming in live from Chicago, Jessica Misra!
Yay.
I feel like seeing a Zoom screen right now is so underwhelming for you guys. I don't know. I'm happy to be here. This is weird. This is my first one of these. What's the deal with that? Guys, I don't think it's fair that we equate veganism and CrossFit, like that's not fair to veganism. Because at least when you're a vegan, you can pretend it's for something noble, not because you want to look like a Kardashian or whatever. When it's CrossFit, you just have to be like, this is for me. I've made this whole thing my personality, and this is for me. Okay. My laptop is dying. Hey, Tyler. Tyler, will you grab my Wow, this is perfect. I love this. I would love if my laptop died. What a unique situation we're all having.
Yes.
So we're going to try it, but I'll be back. In the meantime, I just don't feel like it's fair because, look, I'm on the side of the vegans here. I think CrossFit weird. Wow, it's so unprofessional to have your laptop die. All right, figure it out. All right, we're good. I'm back.
Woohoo! Yay! Woo! Wonderful.
Thank you.
Great to see you. Great to see you.
Oh, thank you. Guys, I don't really like spoilers, Like every day I walk into history class and I'm like, hey, no spoilers, all right? Now I want to see how it's gonna end, The other day my grandpa, he was trying to teach me about his days in D-Day, and I was like, I want to read the book first, all right? I'm a dog walker right now. Sometimes I write messages to the owners about how the walk went. And I feel like a lot of times I put myself in the situation of the dog. Like any way I'm feeling is how I said the walk went for the dog. I'll be like, oh, Sophie was pretty tired today. We didn't get far. Oh, that's weird. Waffles didn't want a treat. But if she did want one, where are they? Juniper is hungover. You threw up on your couch, but I cleaned it up, so don't worry. I was in an office job before this. I was a front desk person, and I hated that job because my boss was always saying things like, "Yeah, Jessica can learn that," and I wanted to be like, "No. Jessica makes $18,000 a year. Jessica's not learning anything on this job. If anything, I'm about to hire an intern for $1,000. I think school is bad at teaching kids. This is also my TED Talk. I do. I think school was a school project, it would get an F, you know? Like kids they come into school loving learning, and then they leave avoiding books for the rest of their life. Yeah. Y'all about to learn today. You know, because I feel like school is basically just a bad job for kids, you know? It's like your boss doesn't respect your work-life balance. You know, your coworkers are bad at working together, and the bathroom is more of an escape than a place to relieve yourself. Here's what we do to kids. We put a briefcase on their back, and then we put them in meetings all day. We're like, all right, from 8 to 9 is your English meeting. From 9 to 10, social studies. 10 to 11, science. And kids are so stressed out. They're like, I can't get any work done. I'm always in meetings. And we don't even teach them relevant information either, you know? Like by the time they get to high school, they're like so jaded. They're like, is this important, or is this actually important, or is this War of 1812 important, you know? Why did I learn that date? Yeah, I think the guy that like invented school didn't even know a child. Yeah, because like kids love being outdoors and loud and running around. So what he was just like, he saw that and he was like, I think I'm gonna make it indoors where they have to sit very, very quiet. Yeah, that's my school bit. Okay, I think that's my time. So thank you so much for having me.
Humans of the internet, give it up for Jessica Misra.
Jessica from Chicago, Illinois. Jessica, you know, we like to say thank you for doing the show, but also ask some very important questions that you might not get anywhere else, because we are the hard-hitting Monday night comedy show. We tell it like it is and want to know the real you. Eggnog, do you love it or so gross?
Oh, I love it. Which makes other people say that's what makes other people say so gross.
It's so good. I'm so glad she came down on the right side of that issue.
Yep. Now, your opinion on sprinkles and glitter, and keep in mind expounding on the reasons why you pick these will disqualify you and count it as wrong answers. Sprinkles and glitter make everything fun, or are annoying and messy?
I think they're annoying and messy. Sprinkles don't add any flavor.
That is correct. Congratulations, Jessica Misra. Thank you so much. That was two very important questions from Amazing Coke or Pepsi. Awesome questions to ask your friends. And you can ask your friends totally cool questions like this if you follow us on Facebook or our YouTube channel, or just whatever. Just
find us.
Just find us. You can find us on Facebook rather easily. Speaking of, our next performer is from Minneapolis, a good friend of our show. Everybody, start freaking out for your first in studio for the first time in months and months and months. Joe Christensen.
Who was he? I mean, what did he look like? Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
Uh-oh. I was afraid of that. I've got a funny hunch it might be the place.
Okay, we good? Yeah, this is it. All right. My name's Joe. I think everyone's ready to go back. Do you guys have any big plans this weekend? Any kind of fun? No? Okay, well, I was actually talking to my neighbor who is a meteorologist, and he had some bad news. His wife died. So, just a heads up. Speaking of outdoors, I've been doing a lot of walking. I've been walking all around town. Kind of for a sad reason, though. I've been putting up thousands of posters for the cutest little missing French bulldog you've ever seen in your goddamn life. Yeah, but I really want one of those motherfuckers. And that's how you get them. I'm not paying $2,000 for a dog. Hey. I think opinions are a lot like assholes. I'm surprised I've lived this long without having one. Do you guys like food?
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
Yes.
Right, crowd. You guys like ordering food?
Yeah.
Not. Do you like ordering food and getting too drunk and passing out before it gets there and getting blackballed from the place? Yeah, me too. It happens all the time. It's gotten so bad that I've run out of places to order from. So now when I'm drunk, I have to be like, hello, I'd like to place an order, please. Edible arrangements. Okay. I like my arrangement to contain 8 slices of pepperoni pizza, and I want them arranged in a circle. I had a rough prom. I didn't have a good date to prom. My date was my ventriloquist dummy, Trixie. It was bad for 2 reasons. Number 1, she gave blowjobs to the entire JV football team. And number 2, after that, my arm was sore. I'm learning a lot about the English language, like the difference between an aquarium and a terrarium. Do you guys know what the difference is? So if you don't know, an aquarium is like a is a glass rectangular prism that's used to contain water and fish, right? And a terrarium is a rectangular prism that is owned by creepy dudes. I think it's weird when you try to host a party at your place and you have 2 different friend groups come and you're worried about how they're going to mingle. Like one time I had this party over at my place, and on the one hand, I had my friends that I met on this Teen Titans fan fiction forum. And then I had my other group of friends that I met on a totally different rival Teen Titan fiction forum. Do you guys know that the swastika is actually an ancient Hindu symbol? Yeah, it meant racist windmill. That's why Hitler was all about, like wind power. I think having sex for me is a lot like a 4-way intersection. You know, I never know who's supposed to go first. One time I killed this guy. I'm thinking about getting one of those precision razors because I'm sick of accidentally shaving other dudes. These times are changing. I don't know if you know this, but back in the early 1900s, it was considered scandalous for a woman that was in a full-length dress to lift it up just a little bit and say to a man, I'm going to ankle fuck your dick off. That was quite gauche back then. Does anyone want to get in a fight after this? Since we're doing social stuff. Yeah? You could fight. What's your technique?
What, Tekken or Mortal Kombat?
Who's your mains, I guess? Yeah.
I'm a camera person.
Okay. Well, you raised your hand. You don't want to fight me anyway. I fight dirty.
Yeah.
Right before the fight, I'll say nothing below the belt. But then I put on, you know, one of those pilgrim hats. The belt way up top.
Yeah.
I failed a drug test last week. Thank you. Turns out they wanted urine. It's like if you send me to a bathroom with a Dixie cup, it's 50-50, right? I can't read minds. It was cum. Since we're on YouTube, I should mention that. My uncle's pretty cool. He's so cool that the movie Die Hard is actually based on his life. To be honest, though, it's only the part about sneaking around in the air vents at his ex-wife's workplace. Went to school in North Dakota. We had one of those racist mascots. You know what I'm talking about? You know, the tiger that hates the Jews? Gary the Jew-hating tiger. I think they're starting a petition or something. I have a good roommate now. My former roommates were weird. Like one of them, one time I walked in on him and he was pleasuring himself to this giant book of erotic optical illusions. Yeah, he didn't see me coming. He's like covered himself up real quick. He's like, Joe, it's not what it looks like. That's why I fucking love it. I think the hardest thing about getting a houseboat is how many houses you got to push into a lake before you find one that floats. Before I went to actual college, I tried to tell my parents I was going to clown college. And they were like, Joe, you just want to go to clown college so you can party for 2 years. It's like, no, Mom, no, Dad. I want to go to clown college so I can party for the rest of my goddamn life. Right. Cruella DeVille was fucked up. We can all agree on that. But at least she didn't plan on turning those dogs, those puppies, into a male romper. It's hard to enjoy milk when you think about where it came from, you know? Like I stole all mine from this after-school youth program. It's like, it's not my bones, not my problem. My dad always taught me that. I think lukewarm hot dog soup would be pretty disgusting, right? Yeah, I thought of that while I was bathing alone.
Oh.
I don't know how to use the word hypothetical in a sentence. What if I could? We're pretty dope. One time my friend got a drunken disorderly while camping, which is pretty awesome. Do you know how fucked up you got to be to get kicked out of the woods? It's weird it's 2021 and some men still don't understand feminism. It's like, wake up, guys. You know, 40 years ago, women were burning their bras. Hell, 100 years ago, women were marching for their right to vote. And you could go back, even way back to the Middle Ages. And even back then, they considered the strongest weapon to be a broad's word. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. What you're telling me it's not okay nowadays to hold a door open for a woman? Just because it's a revolving door? Whatever, you fucking dude stuck in that door. I got in trouble for impersonating a member of the military at a bar. I don't see what the big deal was. The grenades I was throwing barely worked. Here's a tip. Does anyone here eat alone a lot? Yeah. It's tough. It's tough eating alone. But here's a little tip. If you ever have to eat alone, pretend you're a food critic. That's what I do. Right before the meal, I say, oh, I wonder how this is going to taste. And then right after the meal, I'm like, I give this 2 thumbs up. And then during the meal, when I'm sad, I just pretend I'm sad about like food critic stuff. I saw they're opening a trampoline park by me because I'm excited. Trampoline park. So I'm going to bring my trampoline there. Trying to make sure it gets used to being around other trampolines. All right, I think I'm good. Hey, thanks, everybody. You've been a treat.
Humor from the audience. Give it up for Joe tonight.
Before you go, we do have here. I'll hop on the mic here. Okay. Before we let you go, I have 2 questions that I have to ask you. Yeah. First one, do you, 1, think about the past, or 2, dream about the future more?
Ooh. I'm dreaming, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dreaming about the future more. Excellent answer. And have you ever been lost in a corn maze? No or yes?
No, I just find somebody and tag. I'd like find somebody and tag along. I always do that.
Excellent
I don't care
strategy.
who the fuck it is. It could be a little child. I'd like.
Oh,
like you'll find your way out. No child has ever died in a corn maze.
That's a super upsetting answer, but it is correct. Joe Christensen, everybody. Joe Christensen. Now we if you are having a great time here at the Monday Night Comedy Show, either watching it or in the audience, we do want to say that if you Venmo us some Venmo, we will Venmo it back to the community in this comedy world. Oh God, that was terrible.
You're really good at words, boss.
I haven't really.
You can do it, buddy.
I haven't been in front of actual people as an audience in so long that I.
If you believe it, Andy, clap your hands.
I don't believe in Beatles. I just believe in me. All right. Well, thank you, folks, for doing that. Let's travel all the way to Los Angeles, California, because this is our goodbye, our swan song from Mary Bakay from Los Angeles. It is her 6th week as comic in residence, doing 5 new minutes for the past 5 weeks, and tonight is a mishmash of all of her good stuff that she wrote in this writing program. So she has done fantastic work. Everybody enjoy the intro from Mary Bakay from Los Angeles, California.
Thank you guys so much. Oh my God, it's great to be here. I can't believe it's been 6 weeks already. Oh my God, it's terrible. But, you know, I'm sad to say goodbye, but I'm so delighted to have been here all this time. For those of you I haven't met yet, you know, I feel like I am usually at a disadvantage when I first meet people because of, you know, this haircut. Just people come up to me, they think they know me, you know, because of the way I look, and they're like, "Oh, hey, great to see you again, Karen, is it?" And you know what, guys, that really pisses me off. I cannot stand it. How dare they just assume I'm some privileged, entitled, probably racist. No, that is bullshit. I am not racist. Thank you. One person. You guys. I love you. That's a half a heart right there. It upsets me so much, guys. When people call me Karen, I can't control myself. I immediately call the manager and I turn in a report. That's it. My name is spelled weird. It's Becquet. It comes from a French word meaning butt poor. That's in upper class English, you say it to peasant. Working class. Right. Burn the witch. I'm classy. That's what I'm saying. My family's classy. Actually, my family comes from England. They immigrated from England, a tiny little town. My great-grandfather lived in a small town in England, and it was so small that my great-grandfather was both the town constable and the town drunk. So, yeah. Yeah, he often had to arrest himself, you know, because it doesn't work if you try and take your own keys. So. Our family motto, we didn't have one because poor, but if we had one, our family motto would just be a musket crossed with a pint of beer. And then underneath that, in the original Welsh, the motto says, that's the original Welsh. That's how you pronounce it. They, you squint your eyes at our coat of arms, it looks like the AA logo. It's just, I'm classy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Guys, I'm from this small town, a small town in Texas called Manor. Yeah. Manor. Very famous. Yes, I'm sure you've heard of it. Manor is the petty crime capital of the world. Yeah, that's right. You know how they keep pins on those little chains at the bank? That's because of Manor. Yeah, no sweet and low is safe in any restaurant in Manor. It's a petty crime capital of Texas. It's pretty cool though. You know, Manor in modern times, Manor has burned down and been rebuilt twice.
Wow.
It still looks like shit though, you know. New construction, that looks old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's when I was in high school, I graffitied the town hall myself. I got a certificate for community improvement. So. Yeah, I thought I was a badass, you know, but turned out I was the only one that could spell. The only good thing about Manor, though, is like everybody was poor there. Everybody, all of us. Like none of us ever got real Fritos in our Frito pie. You know, be like generic corn chips. And I'd be like, Mom, where'd these come from? She's like, don't ask questions, honey. My dad would be like, smoking a cigarette. My dad would be like, oh, just put some corn, raw corn in there for a crunch. That's it. You guys, sometimes I like to mix it up. Oh, great. I didn't time myself. I'm a trained professional. All right. I'm good. Sometimes I like to mix it up in my comedy shows, you guys. I'm going to try a magic trick. Are you up for it? Who wants to see it? All right. Yay. Okay. Here is the magic trick. Looks like only 4 fingers, right? Oh no, it's still only okay. It's a shitty magic trick. I'm sorry. It's just I don't have all the fingers. Just it happened to me when I was young in Manor. This happened in Manor, you guys, and I was so upset. You know, it happened in woodshop, of course. I was so upset. I went to my mom and I'm like, Mom, like I feel like I'll never be popular because the boys, they want the girls with all the fingers. And my mom would be like, she'd be like, oh, honey, when you go out with the boys, honey, do you put out?
Oh wow.
Jesus, Mom.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I do.
Yeah.
She's all, well, then you'll be popular.
Right.
She was all, those boys don't care if you have arms nor legs, honey. Texas. You know what? I think it's Tom Wolfe who said you can never go home again. But really, why would you?
Right.
Let's just go make some new bad memories. Yeehaw! No. I don't think so. So, like, when I grew up, I moved from Texas to LA so I could be around more people who don't like me. So it's working out great. It's working out really great. The one thing I love about living in LA, you guys, literally every single person here is an actor or an actress. Everybody. Like, you turn off your camera on these Zoom shows, it's all headshots. It's just like, and everybody's in acting class. I was in acting class yesterday. I turn around, next to me, my high school boyfriend from Manor. Yeah, on my left and on my right was my gynecologist. That was awkward. You know, that guy's good too. Like, I really believed he was my gynecologist. I have been working in the pandemic. I've been doing a lot of acting jobs, you guys, because all the good actors are staying home. So I've been working a lot. I got this gig, guys. I was in an independent film. I played an FBI agent, and it was paid. Yeah, the pay was $100. Yeah, and you guys, I was like, okay, is it worth it to go spend this day on set and maybe get COVID and die for like $100? And then the casting director said, "Hey, it's a TV credit." I'm like, "I'll take it! I'll take it!" Yes! I did it. And like, I don't want you to think I'm like some typical insecure actress, you guys, but it really pisses me off when somebody else gets something and I think I would have been good in that part. Like this week, I got passed over for a part for orthopedic shoes. Come on! Guys, look at this face. Your feet hurt just looking at me. But no, they decided they're going to go with somebody more crippled. I know. I'll close with this one, you guys. Like, my biggest part that I got during the pandemic was in this great show called Buried in the Backyard. Yeah, I played this woman who kills her husband and buries him in the backyard. You got to be careful not to bring your work home with you.
Yeah.
And what they did was they every night on set they would spray paint my hair jet black, right? Because high production values. And like I would come home with my shovel and my hair jet black, and my husband would be like, "Hey, hi, oh hey, how's it going? Hi." Hey, babe, you want to maybe go wash your hair? You're looking kind of extra stabby, honey. You guys, I actually think my acting's getting better because, like, my husband wants to move to an apartment where it doesn't have a backyard. I smell Oscar. Okay. Thank you, guys. I'm Mary McKay. Thank you.
From Los Angeles, California. This is your final meeting as currently residents, and I have a couple of important questions for you, having nothing to do with the show.
Okay.
But if you don't answer correctly, well, we'll have words. Kitten videos or puppy videos?
Oh my gosh, kitten videos. Kitten videos.
That is accepted. Yeah. I didn't want to split the room. Very good. It is kitten videos. Now, the next question. Next question is: what super sense would you like to have? Hearing, sight, or smell?
Oh my gosh! I think sight. Yeah. Sight. Yes, and because I have.
Wrong, you would like to have hearing, but good job.
No, it's sight.
That's Mary McKay. We love having you as Comic-Con residents.
I love you guys too.
For the audience. And that's the best part is we can have folks from Chicago, from LA doing this show. In fact, we're gonna go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in just a few moments. But if you are having a good time, you can Venmo us some tip money, and we'll pay out Nanotako Studios because they are holding my son hostage, and will not.
Graham is really cute and really scared, guys.
He is really scared, and they say that he's being treated well and that they're feeding and watering him. But I wonder, are they?
Oh.
Are they letting him watch enough Minecraft videos?
Oh, dang.
If not, he gets cranky and he has fucking opinions. Anyway,
oh, dang.
Tip the comics on Venmo.
Cash App, which is $MNCS 69.
Nice. Nice.
69, dude.
Yeah.
All right, good. Mm-hmm. You know that movie too?
Bunch of grown-ups.
Movies. I'd like to see a movie with your next comic. Let's watch him be in the movie.
All right.
He's like the main character of the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm watching him in it.
Yeah. Starring vehicle for our next comic.
Yeah. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So you got what I was saying, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because it doesn't. I'm just saying that you don't look like you got it. You're just saying that because you.
No, I actually understand that you want to see a movie with our next comic in the starring vehicle role of that movie, and I understood what you said. I wasn't just moving the show along.
No, you're not.
And now it's a whole thing.
Well, to be honest,
Why are we fighting in front of people?
I'm furious.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I'm so glad. I'm so glad we all understand each other.
It's the phone from HQ. You're on speakerphone. That only I can hear. Oh, it's coming in through my earpiece. Very good. Yes. Yes, Madam Vice President. Mm-hmm. Indeed. Another one of those missions. All right. And it happens to be in Pittsburgh? Why, I know someone in Pittsburgh doing his 5th of 6 all new material. Please, everyone, clap for Brandon Johnson!
Thanks, guys. Yeah. Speaking of that, man, I've come to find out that I really don't like hostage negotiating. Don't. Because, like, they're always out there, and they always have a megaphone. Like, we do not negotiate with terrorists. And I'm always like, dude, have you ever lived with a woman? Like, you negotiate with terrorists every single day you wake up, guys. Because there's a bomb that's sitting right next to you. All the wires are red, and it just blows up in your face, and you just automatically collect shrapnel every single time. Yeah, mainly because, like, every single thing that can possibly be said to a woman at certain times automatically leads to a standoff. And guys really aren't prepared to deal with the responsibility of having to go forward and try and live without collecting some type of shrapnel, some type of hit. You're gonna get hit. Like, just simple questions like, what do you want to eat? And then she's just over there with all your hopes, all your dreams, all your ideas as your hostages, and she's just executing every single one of them. Every single one of them. And they're like, hey, we could go get some pizza. Like, babe, I'm so hungry, I'll eat anything. But we had pizza yesterday. Boom. Shot one of the hostages. Right? We go for Chinese food. I'll eat anything, but you know it gives me a little bit of gas. Don't want it. Boom, boom. Executed like clockwork, every single time. We could go out for some Italian food. We just do that. I'll eat anything. Except for Italian food. You know how much I hate it. And then it's like, eventually you just see them automatically just go, okay, you want the immunity and the flight to Hawaii without anything, without any sort of repercussions, scot-free, fine. Just go ahead. Take it all. You already have it all. You've already killed down all my ideas. Yeah, that's why, man. And also, I live in an area that has a lot of raccoons and deer, and like I can't leave my garbage out there. Thanks a lot to gentrification. But I can't leave my garbage out overnight, so I have to wake up the same day to take out my garbage to make sure that nothing else like gets strewn all over my street, right? So I'm the type of guy that I like to sleep in a Black Panther t-shirt, flash pants, and whenever I like to slide on a nice pair of Air Maxes whenever I wake up in the morning. Because that's right, ladies. I like to sleep fresh, wake up fresher. So I this past garbage day, right? I'm used to like being on schedule, get up, have a nice small breakfast, take the garbage out, go about the rest of my day. But we had a new garbage guy that came early, and I had to spring into action, man, because I'm not used to that. So as soon as I hear like the beeping of the garbage truck start to pull off away from my block, I got to spring into action. So I had to throw in the Air Maxes, pick up my garbage bags, and start running down the street after him. Now, I must have scared the new guy because he's seeing all of this in a Black Panther shirt, flash pants, and Air Max running at him. So to him, I must have looked like the fattest panther he's ever seen. Just running. And one thing I found out about my neighbors is that one of them in particular likes to sleep in the nude. I was not ready to see that. So as I'm running to catch up to the garbage truck, all of a sudden I see my neighbor running out with his Captain America sandals, bits and pieces flopping everywhere, just coming up behind me. So both just running towards the garbage truck, just trying to get rid of our garbage. And the guy was so fast, I could actually hear him coming up on my left hand and just be like, on your left. And he's like running. And we finally caught up to him. But then thankfully the guy, he banged on the truck to stop. But to him, we must have looked like two of the most ghetto Avengers that he's ever seen before. Finally catch up, throw our garbage up. He takes it, pulls off. And we've all seen Infinity War. We've all seen Cap and Panther just running side by side. Then the blip happens, and then stuff, and then they get the blip. All right. What you don't see is them walking back in disgust after the defeat. That was me and my neighbor, just tired, walking back with a naked white man right beside me to our apartment. The whole neighborhood. We freaked out everybody. It's not a good sight to see. But I found out another thing about my neighbor. He's actually a pretty good cook. Because after that, he invited me over for some red velvet pancakes. Yeah. They were pretty damn tasty. Yeah. So instead of taking a walk of shame, guys, I took a run of friendship. Yeah. And if anybody gets anything out of the set tonight, is this: kill every single deer and raccoon that you have in your neighborhood because they are vermin. Don't leave anything out to them. Kill them. Especially in Minnesota. I know you think they're cute. No. They do a lot of damage. They do. A lot of damage. I think that's been my time. You guys have been nice. Please enjoy the rest of the show. Tip us if you like to. God bless you all. Good night.
No, it is 6 of 6 week next week. But that was all brand new stuff. Did you like that? We're going to be able to have you actually on stage when you come up to Minneapolis and visit us. And I hope somebody that is computer savvy slices up your ad so that we can get sound bites of you talking about children thinking that they're vermin and everybody should be killed in Minnesota. And we can fuck with that audio till the cows come home, and we'll never get tired of it.
You made the Monday Night Comedy Show
Wonderful.
blackmail tapes.
I love it. We have a blackmail division. I have a question for you, though, Brandon. Did you ever believe that a monster was under your bed? Yes or no?
Yeah, I saw little monsters. Fred Savage and Alexander were underneath me.
And that's what you're referring to. That is the correct answer. Yeah,
That's good. That's good. Yes, good
Fred
answer.
Savage movie.
Good deal.
God, and the girl from that band in Beverly Hills, Troop Beverly Hills, Kylie something.
Rilo
Kylie Minogue. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Redheaded girl. Anyway, here's one more question for you, Brandon. Something that you love that most people hate.
Ooh, something that I love that most people hate. Probably. I might go out on a limb here, but I'm gonna say equal protective driving rights for black motorists.
Ooh, yeah. There you go, buddy.
That's the correct answer. And so, one more time for Brandon Johnson.
Yeah.
Coming up live in studio, you might remember our next comic from reading page 41 of the book club book. Please put your hands together, everybody in the Nanotako Studios in North Minneapolis.
I am so excited to see all of you here tonight. I have not been on stage in, I mean, it's been a month, not that long, but but I'm still so excited about, the dozen of you that are here. Every single one of you, I appreciate you. I don't know where they found you, but you're here. I love it. And I don't get to see a lot of people. I work from home. I'm very lucky to get to work from home. It's really nice, but I don't see a lot of people. I'm on meetings online all day. I'm on these Zoom meetings. Lots of people are on these meetings. And you know how there's always somebody whose sound never works. They're like, can you hear me? I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Can you hear us? I'm always the person with sound issues. Oh. And I'm not changing. I love it. And, I try to fix it, hit the space bar a bunch of times and open a bunch of browser tabs. I do not try to unmute myself. What's the point in that? And then the meeting becomes about me and my problem. I'm like the damsel in distress. It makes me feel really good. And then, I love being a problem. Because I'm a problem, I don't have a problem. The people around me have a problem. This is really fun for me. So I'm fully vaccinated. I've been vaccinated. I'm a proponent of it. I work at Vaxx clinics. I believe in it a lot. And I'm so excited to see all my friends start to get vaccinated so we can play in sandboxes together. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not ready for friendship again. But I'm excited. I'm vaccinated. But my mom won't get a vaccine. She is refusing to do it. And it's so bittersweet because a part of me wants her to live a really long time. A part of me. And it's like she just got exposed to the wrong stuff. She's watching weird conspiracy theory videos. She's watching Dime Store OANN, something like that. I don't know where she's getting it, but she's very gullible. She doesn't think Gary Sinise has legs. She, I guess, thinks Forrest Gump was a documentary. That's where that came from. And we've argued about this for years. years we've argued about this. I collected photo after photo after photo of Gary Sinise. I have a Gary Sinise folder. And I show them to her. I say, here's Gary Sinise on a hot day. Here's Gary Sinise fishing. Here's Gary Sinise about to go swimming. His body's real for real. And she just says, those are old pictures.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're old pictures and they're going to keep getting older because Gary Sinise is going to keep getting older.
Oh yeah.
But what I really want, this is like my wish for the world, not any like world peace or anything like that. I need Gary Sinise to get on Cameo. Charge like $50 or something and send a message to my mom, including his legs. He doesn't have to write anything. He doesn't have to do anything. Show me the legs. I want that so much. Anyway, hope he does a charity or something. I don't know. I'm really glad my mom is not on Nextdoor. I'm hoping everybody pretty much knows what Nextdoor is. It's this like really hyper local community app. It's like for your sweet, naive neighbors who also have the Citizen app. They get so worked up, they're up in a frenzy, and it's like this. What you're worried about was probably the wind. And in my neighborhood, like right now, the topics are like, you know, alert, beware, danger, burglars. And it's been just like a bunch of car break-ins, cars that were not locked. So I don't really think of that as a break-in. And nothing has been taken in these instances. So I think it's just a scroll with some kind of accomplice. That's the most likely scenario I can think of. So yeah, I'm excited about Nextdoor. I want to start like making up problems. I like to be a source of problems. Yeah, so I love it. I love it. So I've been thinking about career choices because I hate my job. I don't know why I hate it. They hate me for reasons. I'm aspiring to be one of these like senior level, like C-suite, like uber important, like high level people that gets paid a lot of money and is completely useless, right? I want to be that guy. We know that guy exists. We've seen him. He's like, they protect him. His time is so valuable. You can't bother Fred. Like, Fred's got to be somewhere. Like, I want to be Fred and not have any value whatsoever and get paid like a lot of money. And these guys get paid millions, but I'm willing to accept like $250,000 a year. That's a really good price for a useless person. Don't even have to drive me around in a limo. It can be a Lincoln Town car. The guy can have like a couple of DWIs. I don't care. So I want to be rich and useless. I mean, I've already got one part of that. Yeah, so let me think what's going on with me. I think I have a phone addiction. And I've compared my symptoms with symptoms I've made up because it's not a real condition. So I've made up like symptoms I think are associated with it and symptoms I have. So I think it lines up. I think it really does. So I have like short attention span, worst eyesight ever, inattentiveness, short attention span. Like it's really bad. And I'm hoping to get it to like, I'm hoping to work it out. Like my phone takes care of checking my screen time for me. And I spend every day on average 9.5 hours a day on my phone. I can't believe it. I could be watching the entire Lord of the Rings series every day, or all 5 Police Academy movies. I mean, I was raised on those movies, and I think that's where I learned to take out. And you know, I speak about addiction, and it's very serious, and I've luckily never had an issue with that. And it's never really run in my family. I had a grandfather who smoked, but then one day he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So he stopped. And that's why I started smoking. I'm like, I can just quit whenever I want. And I actually did. I went to a store one day and to get my Virginia Slims, and they were $11. $11. Like, I was like willing to accept so many of the things about cigarettes. Like, I mean, they're cool. I can't think of any downside. But $11 is almost $20. And $20 is like a lot of money in like 1996 dollars, which is my metric. I hope everybody heard the good news about the census. Minnesota's got enough people. Apparently 75% of people have filled out their census. I'm like, 75% of what? Is there another census that we don't know about and that is better and that we're not using? Something to think about. I'm going to end on the silence. Thanks so much.
Elizabeth, 1 second before you go, I'll take this over here. A couple of very important questions. The best character in an animated movie. You can grab your,
oh boy.
Best character in an animated movie.
Oh my gosh, let me think. This is a really hard one because I'm trying to think if any John Waters movies are animated.
Divine!
Okay, Divine. She's animated.
So, okay, that is the right answer because we were looking for characters who get fist fucked with a rosary. So very good. Now remember, if you expand on this particular question, you will get disqualified from the show.
Vaporized.
Favorite clothing brand, yes or no? Don't tell us what it is. God damn you.
Yes.
Oh. That's the right answer, Elizabeth. We're so happy to have you here in studio at Nanotako Studios. Elizabeth,
hey, Elizabeth.
Tell us. Yes, tell us.
Yes, that's why he got no legs, but he got no. Got no leg. We made out of stereo.
Like just for the movie, Elizabeth asked his mom.
If you'd like to be a member of the audience, because they're having so much fun.
Yeah.
I know it's being here. It's the first time you're out, so we're in the season. You have all the time and give you bigger cups. All right, very good. So lots of great things. Some takeaways so far. We know more lines from court up than you've ever.
You know what? We're getting deep on the line. Perhaps
an intervention. Yes, we're going to go to intervention. But I do want to thank everybody for being at least 50% vaccinated or completely vaccinated, because that's the rule to get into Nanotako Studios. And we are happy to laminate your repeated vaccinated cards. You know, during the intervention we're about to take. So people at home, go pee and make comments in the comment spots, and here in the audience, let's refill our drinks and get more snacks. All right, we'll be back in 10, and we have videos to watch. Videos. Movie sign.
We're all that beautiful being first.
Roll them.
Oh, yeah.
And now, we have some young singers who are creating quite a deal of excitement here at the Marigold Ballroom in Minneapolis. If you haven't heard of these ladies, then you're probably the wrong age. They are rock and roll specialists. Now, no matter what you think about rock and roll, try and keep a nice open mind about what the kids go for these days, or else the youngsters think you won't understand them. And now, if you are ready for our rock and roll specialists, here is Fuzzy Machete.
I've got a mortgage, and I gotta pay off my car, and I've got a full-time job, and the dog needs to
say humans got COVID from bats. That can't be, because if that was, Ozzy Osbourne would have had me for years. Some people say I'm not real. I gotta believe in myself, because people don't believe in me. I'm just living the American dream. I came here from another country. I came to this country with nothing. And I worked hard, pulled myself up by my bootstraps. Now everyone's talking about me. I'm on the cover of every newspaper. I'm the only thing that people could talk about. You can't escape me. I'm everywhere. I made plane tickets so cheap. I've been flying everywhere. Let's charter some shit, bro. I get into the hottest parties, bro. VIP all the way. Dude, I just been traveling the country, man. I've been having so much fun this last year. I went to choir practice in Washington State, man. I went to Sturgis. Sturgis was a blast, bro. I had so much fun. I got to ride in one of those sidecars. I went to so many concerts, bro. I touched everything. But I had to stop by this wedding first in Millicott, Maine. That was super fun. They violated the state's guidelines because it's a party, bro. I think I might have accidentally infected maybe 176 people because I refused to use the tongs at the buffet. Dude, why do you need tongs? Everybody's touching the tongs. So yeah, I use my hands. What's to you? Dude, I've been going everywhere. I went to college. There's a few colleges. I hung out in the dining hall, went to parties, just chilled, had some fun. I don't know if I killed anybody. Those kids, they still have a pretty strong immune system. So, smoke them if you got them, bro. Because who knows when is your time, right? Until then, you'll catch me at the hottest parties. Peace.
All right, this here song is a song that Agent Smith here wrote with former agent Jocelyn Fates. And I put my own special twist on it. It's called Wild Places. Tell you about fortune telling, about areas hard to break down, exotic items that are not worth selling, and the black night secrets of a bullet and a crown. La 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 la. Ooh la la. Oh, the wild, fucked up places, right here and far away. They push us all together in the dark. Like little angels and devils, they sing to us about a time when the world was just a spark. It was a simpler time, 10,000 years back. Just an instrument, some wine, and a travel sack. Then something calls on our names and we rise to the occasion. And we dance in our naked shame. And then, la 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 la. This is a time of rancid laughter, of cigarettes and whiskey, haunting music and clockwork toys, of feeling dangerous and deadly. So when the circus tent rises and the freaks are abound, bright lights and perversions all around, you will see what I mean when the mad cock grins.
Excellent!
Yeah, we gotta get them back in.
So, Andrew to the stage!
Humans of the audience, welcome back to the stage. Your host, Andrew Danger Brindleton.
You old so-and-sos. We haven't had an intermission in a very long time. Even when we were at Spring Street, we stopped doing them because people would generally leave because they're Minnesotans and they don't want to be here past the time when their stories are on. And so we're keeping you hostage by giving you presents during the second act in larger cups for your drinks. We finally found the large cups, so all the drinks are not going to be wee size. They're going to be, oh, fuck, what have I done? You might notice also, studio audience, that there are prizes on your table. Please take them home. They are our door prizes to you. I didn't go through them on screen because I didn't want everybody who's streaming in to be jealous because they are pretty fucking rad. Although I do have...
They're already jealous.
They are pretty jealous. I do have a special... I have a very special prize for our friend David Mutter, who has consistently donated and tipped week after week when he so doesn't have to. We appreciate so much. So we want to give you this pennant for Camp Crystal Lake. David Mutter. This is our equivalent of like yes, David Mutter. Thank you so much for supporting the show. I touch your face, but we can't. So go sit down. Go sit down.
Finally, we got people's faces on the show.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Crew, I don't have a thing. Who's next? Is
Well, we have our wonderful friend from Sacramento, California.
Melissa!
Yes!
Outstanding! My God! And tonight is Melissa's last week as comic in residence, so this is her 6th week being with us, and we've had so much fun each week, and we hope you have loved every minute of it, Melissa. Everybody start clapping. Let's watch the intro for Melissa!
We did it, Joe. We did it. Oh my gosh. Honestly, you guys, this has really been I'm getting a little choked up over here. This has been so much fun. It's just forced me to actually write jokes and do new stuff, and I've had a really great time. So thank you so much for having me. I'd like to waste as much time because I don't have any jokes tonight, so I'm just like to spend the next 9 minutes and 22 seconds just telling you how much I enjoyed this. No, I have jokes. I've got jokes. So during the day, I work for the government as an auditor. Woohoo! Thank you. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay. I'm used to being rejected. Although it's funny. Sometimes people, when they find out that I'm an auditor, they'll say, "Oh, an auditor, huh? That's interesting. You must get a lot of stand-up material from your day job." And I'm like, "Oh, so you don't know what an auditor is then?" And that's actually the best auditor joke that there is. So. Thank you. I see we've got some auditors in the show tonight. I've been working from home in the pandemic. Yeah, it turns out auditing is not essential. Rude. It's rude. You know, the best thing about working from home is everything. I mean, I'm living my best life here, people. I get into my daytime pajamas for work. These are them. I get into my nighttime pajamas for the evening. Spoiler alert, they're just two different pairs of the same pajamas. Yes. So there's not really any distinguishing features on the daytime v nighttime pajamas. I'm also really loving the Zoom work meetings because I can see everybody's name. Because Derek, relating. Because Derek, I gotta tell you, you've been hallway guy for me. Sure, we talk every day, but I did not know your name.
Yeah.
And after 3 years of friendship, how can I ask? How can I ask now? But the good news is I never have to learn anybody's name again because, yeah, you guessed it. We're never going back to the office, people. You guys are all cheering for COVID. Welcome to COVID Infinity. Here for all your office needs. I will say though, this whole like Zoom name thing kind of backfired on me recently. I was in a Zoom work meeting and someone came into the room and their name just said V Martin. And I was just over here like, I got this. I know who V Martin is. So I was just playing Russian roulette every time I had to address V Martin. I was like, oh, yeah, Vanessa, I think you're on mute. Yeah, we're going to kick it over to Venus next. It's Venus, right? Venus? Okay, great job. And actually, Valginia is going to close it out for us. Good work, everybody. Go team. I have this coworker, Diana. When I call her on Zoom, she answers and she's like, "Hi, this is Diana." And I'm like, "Yeah, I can see your face." You sit next to hallway guy. How could I forget you? That would be like if we met for lunch in person and I was like, "Hi, I'm Melissa." And we've known each other for 5 years. Diana also does this thing where there'll be like our whole team will be on a meeting and everybody has their camera turned off. But she has hers on. And I'm like, read the room, Diana, okay? We're all still in our nighttime pajamas, all right? Let's just keep the cameras off. It's best for everyone. I was recently looking for jobs. It's Diana. I can't deal with Diana. I was recently looking for jobs and one of them emailed me for an interview. And they said, before we can do the interview, we need to confirm that you have a college degree. That's a reasonable request. But then they asked me if I could just take a picture of my diploma and send it to them. And I'm like, okay, because yeah, that's like definitely the most logical way to confirm someone has gotten a college degree. Just take a picture of it. So I email a JPEG of my diploma. And then they write back and they were like, okay, we also need to confirm that you've taken 6 units of accounting. So can you send us your transcripts? I was like, okay, first of all, why didn't we just cut out the diploma and go right to the transcript? Secondly, my degree is in accounting. So I have most definitely taken at least 6 units of accounting. Did you not catch that in the JPEG that I sent? Was there a little reflection? The reflection? Yeah, you didn't see that. Okay, makes sense. So I tried explaining this to them. I was like, my degree is in accounting. And they're like, yeah, we hear what you're saying. But we are also, we're going to need that transcript. Also, we're going to need to check in with your 7th grade English teacher. We just want to make sure that you're reading at the appropriate level for this job. So, yeah, it's a lot of red flags already. Haven't even gone to the interview. So we get all this squared away, right? And then they send me an email with all of the details about the job interview, right? Time, date, location. And then the next day, the lady who sent the email, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I put the wrong year in the email. I meant to say I meant to say 2021 and I said 2020. Here's the correct date. I was like, wow, that's embarrassing. I wish you would have said something sooner. I wouldn't have shown up last year. Maybe you'll hire me this time. Before the pandemic, I played in an adult kickball league. Thank you. We've got some kickballers here tonight. All right. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was trying to meet people. Little did I know that after 2020, I would never want to meet another person in my life. I have to say though, playing on a kickball team, it was kind of hard for me because I'm not very sporty, which I get that might be not terribly believable by looking at me, because possibly up until this point you may have thought that I coached multiple kickball leagues. But truth be told, I wasn't always the fine young gentleman that you see before you today. Once upon a time, I was a real lady. And therefore, people assumed by looking at me that I was not good at sports. And yeah, story checks out. So I show up for this kickball league, right? It's the big game. It's the first game. They're all big games, right? It's the big game. I show up, and my whole team is just these like drunk bros, right? Like they like literally cannot play worth a shit. It's like a Bad News Bear like kickball edition that we've got going on here. And they see me and they're like, "Oh, our gay savior is here. Put lesbian Jesus in and we'll win the game." And I just didn't have the heart to tell them that I didn't know anything about the sports ball. Yeah, they were so supportive though. It was cute. They put me on third base. I was like, "Ooh, that sounds important." You know, normally I'm outfield, like in a different field, not even in the same game. But so, trigger warning, sports ball talk coming. So I'm on third base, okay? A ball comes right to me. I catch it. They cheer. They're like, "Lesbian Messiah, we knew it." And then I just kept playing great the whole season. And turns out I just needed a man to believe in me. So thanks, Dad, for never being there. That is my time. Thank you so much again. This was really fun. I love you guys.
Oh my God. Melissa, if you don't name a special or an album lesbian Jesus after that joke, I think you're doing something wrong.
I'm making a note of it right now.
Virginia.
Virginia.
If I'm ever blessed with another child, it's good for a boy or a girl. Virginia. That's the best name ever. I'm going out with my...
What's your name, son? Val. Is it short for something? Valginia?
That's a beautiful name, and you're a beautiful soul, is what that man will say.
Yes,
and
exactly.
He
That's
will saunter down
precisely what would
the
happen.
street while children are whitewashing fences with a hickory stick. I don't know history.
Cool. Hey, do you want to ask Melissa a question so we can end this bit?
Actually, I want a couple really important questions, and I know that we're having fun with the things that you ask your friends, but if you were a crayon, Melissa, what color would you be?
Ooh. A rainbow?
Oh.
Hey! Oh shit, I'm gay.
Okay. Obviously, we know your answer already for this next one then. Pick one: Swiss cheese, cheddar cheese, or no cheese, please.
Oh, cheddar all the way, please. 100%.
That is correct, and that's Melissa McGillicuddy from Sacramento, California. Our final week as comic in residence. Thank you so much for 6 magnificent weeks, Melissa. We are, if you're having a good time, is everybody having a good time? I wanted to mention there are more snacks at the bar. We just don't know how to get them to your mouths safely. Goddamn the pandemic. We have chips. We have chips over there. We have cookies and snacks. You eat the snacks to absorb all the alcohol that you're drinking. Very good. I think I've lost. Okay, I've lost control. Yeah, Virginia, calm down. Okay, back to me. Here we go.
Andy has never been taught classroom management.
No, clearly you're the teacher in the family, and I am the rabble rouser. Here, I've got another live comic for you guys.
Woo! Really?
It's about damn time we had Toby Shamu back at. Now clap for Toby! Yes!
Human, actually, you know, like interact with other people. It's great. It's really great. I work at Nordstrom, and I work retail. So like lately, I've seen a lot of people that clearly haven't been out the house in a long time. You know, because they just say weird things, you know. Like I was helping this lady, and we were looking at shirts, and she's like, "Wow, you know, why are these 100% cotton shirts so expensive nowadays? Like, what happened?" And I'm like, slavery ended. That's what happened. And then she didn't buy it. I thought it was funny too, but it's okay. I've dealt with a lot of weird people. This other guy came in, and we were looking at pants this time, and I had some laid out. He liked them all. We're in the fitting room, and the little tailor comes down so we can hem his pants so they're nice and proper for him. This is how rich people buy clothes, okay? Like, if you didn't know, they get their pants hemmed as they buy them. It's insane. But I'm taking his name for the alterations, and I was like, "Hey, what's your first name?" He's like, "It's Tim." I was like, "Oh, Tim, what's your last name?" And he looks at me and he says, "Lynch, as in mob."
Oh, wow.
And all I could do was make contact with this tailor, who's this little Asian man. And we had this like racial one-on-one moment where we locked eyes and we're both like, "That was fucked up, right?" He's like, "Yeah, that was fucked up." But it's okay, because he's an outlier. He's clearly a crazy man. He bought 2 pair of the same pants, okay? Only insane people do that. That is not normal. That guy's gonna kill his family someday. It's not good. Work has been cool. Just a lot of interesting people. This other guy came in, and he just got out of jail. He was very excited. He was happy. I was happy for him. You know, jail probably sucks. I haven't been there yet. And he's looking at stuff. He's like, "Hey man, I'm working on a music video. We're gonna get things real set up, real nice, man. I need a designer belt." And I got 2 belts laid out for him. He's looking at both of them. He's like, "You know what, man? I'm gonna call my mom. My mom, she always got my back. She knows which one I should get." And he FaceTimes her, and he's like, "Hey mom, which one of these belts should I get?" And I could hear on the other side, she's like, "Neither." And he's like, "Why? You owe the courts $4,000. You should not be buying designer belts." And part of me died at that moment, okay? Like, as a black man, I just want to see us all succeed, you know what I mean? And part of me died. MLK rolled over in his grave. Malcolm X was laughing. But I got to swallow all of that, not give that back to him, and be like, "Hey man, hang up on your mom. That bitch is being negative, okay?" Negative vibes. My favorite customer is it's that guy that like just clearly has way too much money. He doesn't know what to do with it. He has a tan for no reason. He's like orange and like he's just very rich. He's so rich he gets those like platinum white veneers, you know, those fake teeth. Like, man, you're 47. There's no way your teeth are this white. Someone's lying here. And he does that dumbass laugh because life is great. God. That guy was definitely storming the Capitol. That's for sure. But I work on commission, so I have to swallow my pride and sell these clothings. That's just life. Another part of my life I like to talk about. My dad is a pastor. I'm a pastor's son. This is not an advertisement. Please don't come. I don't want you there. Great. I don't like going either, honestly. Like, church is not tight. My dad bombs for an hour every Sunday, and as a comic, it just makes me sad at this point. So he wants someone to take the reins, you know. He knows someone needs to be the next pastor. And my brother escaped somehow. He married an Arab girl. That's what he did. So I'm trying to figure out my escape plan because I'm obviously the next in line, you know. Been up here for a couple minutes, you know. I got cult leader energy, you know what I'm saying? You know, like between the hand gestures and the smiles, like if I had a ranch in Utah, I could get like 4 or 5 of you to come. Some of you at-home people too would come through. You know, I'd have some weed. We'd all drink the Kool-Aid. But listen, I don't want to do it. So I'm working on my escape plan, and I have two. You know. The first escape plan is to find another Arab girl. I gotta find a Somali woman. This is a great place to find her. I need it's because it's so hard to like leave your parents with their church because they like feel like it's part of them at the same time. So it's like I'm trying to escape north to freedom. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to escape my parents, go north to freedom. So I just need an underground railroad of Somali women to get me out of there. I need 6, 7 Ilhan Omars with basements and make it happen. And a second plan, if the first plan doesn't work, I'm just going to tell them I'm gay. That should work. What else do I got for you? We got any allies in the building? Any white allies? Yeah. Woo! Shout out to the white allies. You can clap for yourself one time. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Exactly. Listen, you gotta have rhythm. We're getting.
That's why it's not twice. No, it's like too much.
That's very true. One of my white allies called me the other day after the unfortunate Dante Wright incident, and he called me and he's like, "Toby, like, man, again?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's hard. It's tough to pay attention, man. Like, it's you know, it's almost easier to be desensitized and not deal with it." And it's like, "Toby, what can I do, man? I really need I want some direction from you. What can I do?" And I'm on the phone with them, and I look outside, and it's snowing in April. And I'm like, "Man, now is your time. This is your time right now, man. Get out there and protest, man. It's 30 degrees outside. I do not do well in the cold. This is your white man time to shower." I know you got those Columbia jackets and Canada Goose jackets at home. Get out there, man. Get out. Honestly, though, my favorite ally is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Stone Cold. I realized he was an ally because he was cursing people out on Instagram about over a Confederate flag. And I was like, you know, it's fucking tight. Shout out to Stone Cold Steve Austin, man. Like, I do wish he would have ran against Trump, though. I think it would have been like a more interesting election, you know. We needed it, okay? Like 2020 was rough. Like Stone Cold running, like just imagine the rallies. You know what I mean? Like, Stone Cold is sitting there going off. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! People are going crazy. You know what I mean? He's a big, domineering guy. Trump can't call him a pussy or like beat him up or anything like that. You know, you can't call him weak. It's Stone Cold. And they got similar mottos. You know, make America great again. Because Stone Cold said so, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. You know, like, I'm talking about, like, the people that would really, it's like the people that believe in wrestling, but not in racism. You know what I mean? You know, not the white people, the white people. You know, there's a difference. Just imagine the rallies though. Like he's getting them all riled up, and he's like, you know, we're gonna legalize marijuana, and they're like, why? Because Stone Cold said so. They're getting riled up. People are going crazy. He's starting to heat up, and he's like, you know, we're gonna have great border security. We're gonna have free college education. Why? Because Stone Cold said so. They see a pattern. They figured it out, and he gets serious with them for once. He's like, all right, guys, no more incest, okay? We can't fuck our cousins anymore. We got to stop. Why? It's the right thing to do, okay? It's the right thing to do. Stone Cold is still human. That's a good one. It's time we got here. Put my phone in the back pocket. Alrighty. One more for you guys. My high school gym teacher used to call me a pimp in passing. You know, hey pimp. The way you'd say buddy or chief, you know. And in high school, I was like, hell yeah, I'm a pimp. That's tight. And like, you know, now that I've actually had sex, I'm not a pimp. Like, this isn't pimp energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't, you know, I can't call them hoes or anything like that. I couldn't smack any, like, I'm college educated. I took HR classes, okay? I could never be that aggressive. You know, the normal pimps are like, hey, bitch, get on the street. Can't do that. It's my talks are much more delicate. It's more like a Karen. I think your hygiene has affected your sales lately. Take the day off. Thank you guys so much. My name's Toby. Have a great night.
Toby, it is so good to have you back, and I've got a couple questions for you. This one has 3 choices: fast food, themed restaurant, or fine dining.
Ooh, I'm a fine diner, man.
Excellent. Yes, you are classy. That is correct. Round of applause. All right. Where's it? Okay. This is gonna split the room. Split the room. Mac or PC?
Oh. PC. Come on.
Yeah, PC.
PC. That is correct.
I need the freedom.
That is correct. Because nothing is more insufferable than those people with those Apple stickers in their car. If you have an Apple sticker in your car, just stop it. Just stop it. Just motherfucking stop it. Give it up for Toby Shamu! Yes! All of those answers were right. Every single answer. And we're so happy to have you in studio. We're happy to have this audience in studio. We're starting off very... Yes! Clap for him! Yes! Clap! We are pandering. We are pandering. Sorry. All I have is Valginia and Gary Sinise. Those are the 2 notes that I have, except I did say that you were doing a great job, Andy, on there, just with 2 X's and 2 O's to myself. If you're having fun, give us your money, please. Like take your money and give it to us with Venmo. Okay, very good. Venmo.com/MN, or wait, I'm sorry, Monday Night Comedy Show. I forget there's like a comedy show in Kentucky that hasn't updated their Facebook page. That's called the Monday Night Comedy Show. They haven't updated their Facebook page since 2013.
Sounds like we need to do a show in Kentucky and steal the show.
Ew, that's the most disgusting thing you've ever said to me. Have you ever been to Kentucky?
Sounds like they could use some real...
Mitch McConnell. That's 2 words. That's all you need for Kentucky. Well, your logic is sound. Anyway, speaking of sound logic from New York, folks. Are you ready for your next comic? Hell yeah! Week 4 of 6.
jealous of you guys all there live, hanging out, being people. I haven't really been a person. I've spent all of Corona living at home with my mother. Before that, I was living in Germany. I'm going to do some jokes about Germany, living in Germany with Germans.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah. So, a lot of Germans speak English. A lot. It's easy to live there. I don't want to take it away from them. A lot of Germans do speak English. But a lot more Germans think they speak English. You know? They say things like, yes, I am speaking English since 10 years. It's like, stop it, you're hurting her. In Berlin, when you get to the end of the U-Bahn, to the end of the subway, there's this announcement. It says, blah, 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 German. And then it says, in English, for the tourists, it says, terminus, please alight. Unless you are currently studying for the SATs, you are not using the word terminus or alight. If you want people from where I'm from New York, to understand that the train is over, it should just say, the train is over. Get off the fucking train. Yeah, German, man. If the U.S. didn't step into World War II, the whole world would be speaking German. People love to say that. People love to talk about World War II in that way. The whole world would be speaking German, as if our big problem with the Nazis was that we didn't want to put the verb at the end of the sentence, you know? So some German did make it through, though. Some German did make it through. I think pretty much everyone. It's going to be hard to do crowd work, so I'll do the crowd work for you. The one word that everyone knows in German is the word when we sneeze, which is Gesundheit, right? And even though we know it, though, it was different from what I was raised with, which was stop it. I did learn a lot of German, though. I said I wouldn't come back to the States until I spoke German. Obviously, that didn't happen, but I did give it a try. I used Duolingo, which I don't know if you guys know it. It's a free language learning app, and it doesn't work because it's free. But it helps a little bit, and most of the time it asks you to read stuff and type stuff, but occasionally it asks you to listen and speak. And so I have a piece of shit phone, and I'm sitting out on my balcony, and I'm practicing. Now, to me, it sounds like studying, but I am forgetting that this is the native language of everyone who lives in the city I'm in. So I'm on the balcony shouting unprovoked into the night, which animals lay eggs? Which animals lay eggs? And I keep shouting it unprovoked into the night until someone from the down on the street just shouts up, birds. Yeah. What else? You gotta try, though. You gotta try if you're learning a foreign language. I don't know if any of you guys speak a foreign language. Again, normally I would do a little crowd work, but it's impossible. Okay. So you gotta let yourself make mistakes. Because I definitely once asked a waiter for a spicy knife, and I'm pretty sure that I told a group full of kindergarten students that their old teacher was dead. I did make a little progress, though. I could wish someone a good fart with a straight face. That's an honest thing that you do to people in Germany, is you wish them a good fart. Doesn't mean the same, means something different over there. Anyway, but the one word I could really never get over was the German word for thick, which is dick. Yes. I was in a grocery store and I saw some bread, extra dick, and I thought, you know, I'm divorced and lonely. Who am I to turn down this bread? I am divorced. All right, I didn't get divorced so much as I got mic drop left, like peace out, suck my dick, except for don't, because she does that now. But so my ex's name is Miles, which obviously is also, in addition to being name, is well, it is. I guess it wasn't. It just wasn't Miles. I guess it still is Miles. He's still alive. I like to pretend he's not still alive, but he is. I mean, the one was the last fire in LA and didn't make it to Venice. But So my ex's name is Miles, which is, as we all know, American for kilometers. So I had to move away. I had to move to a place where that's not a word. I got dumped so hard it made me metric. Okay. For a while I was living there, all you had to do to date me was be a native English speaker. You know, I'd find myself in moments like, oh my God, baby, you put those prepositions in all the right places. It's hard adjusting to a new culture. What got me in Germany really is the rules, you know, not so much their existence, but the fanatical devotion to them, especially the refusal to cross an empty street. Like when you don't have the walk signal. I mean, don't throw yourself into traffic, you know, stay out of harm's way. I understand that. But when there are no cars, surely just go. So I was once standing on the street. It was really early. There are no cars. I'm only out because I'm walking my dogs. And there's this old man with a bicycle, and he's holding on to the handlebars of the bike. He's just quivering with rage, just screaming, "Die Scheiße Ampel, die Scheiße Ampel," just like, "This shit light, this shit light." He seems like he's choosing between cross the street and have a stroke. And he was going for stroke, you know, because there's no rule against it. I'm almost done, you guys. Don't worry, we're getting through this together. I was crossing against the light once, and this old man shouts out, "What would your mother say?" I said, "My mother is from New York." She would have said, "What's the matter with you? You should have gone between the garbage truck and the motorcycle gang. You lost 3 seconds. You probably missed the train." So I lived in this old neighborhood, this neighborhood called Charlottenburg, because I'm old and rich and super quiet. And I was on a date with this German guy, and we go to cross the street, and there's no cars. And he stops me. He's like, "Nein, das ist verboten." And I was like, you were just telling me about how you buy speed paste on the dark web. How is this the line that you won't cross? No. I didn't see him again, though, because my Jewish grandparents worked too hard to get to America for me to OD in Germany. Okay, that's my time, everybody. Thank you so much.
New York, we'll be back next week on our show on May 3rd. Folks, I know that it's kind of been clunky tonight because this is our first night back with an audience, which we're so fucking thrilled, and with live performers, because basically it's been people from Pittsburgh and California for like ever, like the last few months, because we haven't. It just seems like comics in the Twin Cities kind of when they just went away to write, and now we're like coaxing them back, and we're so excited to be here at Nanotako Studios. Thank you so much for having us. A round of applause for Nanotako. Check out their website, nanotako.com, and see a bunch of stuff that they are capable of. Let's have our final comic of the night. You know him as Joe Cocanzello!
Oh, real people! Oh, this is so fucking great! The end of the Covidity tunnel. Oh, this is delightful. Oh, I'm not going to do any pot jokes tonight. What? Yeah, because the pot jokes, they just lead to heroin jokes. Gateway jokes. You guys know about this thing back when we used to eat at restaurants? There's this thing called food porn, where you take a picture of your food and you post it on the internet. And I don't know, call me old-fashioned, but I remember when food porn was just a lady with a carrot. Like, what's that lady gonna do with that carrot?
No. Jesus.
We got another Mother's Day coming up. Everyone was getting into it last year. Even like the cable channel Justice TV got into it. They ran what was it called? It was called a Moms and Murderers Marathon. Like we need to be reminded which moms are getting flowers and chocolates this year. You know, you back one station wagon into a lake. And now you're a bad mom. You guys know that semen travels at 35 miles an hour? 35, you know what that means? It means my semen can get pulled over in a school zone. No idea what it's doing there in the first place.
This is a joke for the guys. Guys, instead of cleaning your toilet, have you ever just pissed at it really hard?
Yeah.
Because that works. Wasting all that money on toilet duck, you could be spending it on PBRs. I don't know if it works for ladies. You could try. You could just sit there like, ah! I don't think it's the same. I used to have an old roommate. She used to throw her dental floss in the toilet.
So for 6 months, I thought she had tapeworms. I want to recapture the golden era of music. I'm bringing back that band, the Four Tops, but I want to modernize it. So I'm calling them the Three Tops and One Bottom.
No, too soon. When I went to apply for unemployment benefits, the unemployment, they were like, we need you to type in a series of numbers and letters to prove that I wasn't a robot. Like, I guess a lot of robots were applying for unemployment these days. I used to be a self-checkout lane. It's just as tough on us. I once dated a gal. She was anal about everything except butt stuff. Let's see. You guys like cheesy jokes? Yeah. So this chunk of Gouda is having sex with this thing of Swiss. And the Swiss turns to the Gouda and says, wrong hole.
It's just so much fun. I can't wait to get back to like normal stuff we used to do. One of my favorite things in Minnesota, I love to get high and then go to garage sales. It's the only way to sift through somebody's shit for a couple hours and find some gems. You do. Let's see, I got a couple of favorites. Let's see here. They had there was this lady. She had this called Henny Youngman's How to Be a Comedian, and it was a book on tape, but she didn't have the tapes. She just had the book, and I'm like, okay, I'm high enough for this angle. It's amazing. Let me read the back. I'll read the synopsis real quick. You walk into the room and it's not much of a party. Now's your big chance to expose the new you, the funny guy. You approach a group in the corner and get acquainted. After a while of seemingly meaningless conversation, you say, hey, I got a joke. You tell the joke and everyone laughs. As the evening progresses, everyone in the room has joined your group, and guess who's in the middle? You are! Telling the one-liners just like the pros do. Your routine is working perfectly. The evening is a big success. Sounds pretty good, right? And I have to read lesson 1, sentence 1. I'm just going to read lesson 1. It's called Finding the Material. Lesson 1, sentence 1. Get jokes from everywhere and anywhere you can. Listen to radio and television shows. If you hear something that's funny, take it. No one will bother you. Lesson 1, sense when to do a count. Take it. So yeah, so if you guys liked anything you saw here today, feel free to take it back to the office and see how fast human resources shows up in the fucking box. Say stuff. The joke of this Ellis doesn't work. You can't. That's safer. Let's see what else. Where's Momo? She's in the car. I'll bring her out as soon as I have so many things here. I didn't want to have distracted with the dog. Let's see another. This is a great. Actually, let me do this one. I found in the garage sale. I found Janice Dickinson's autobiography. And does everyone remember who Janice Dickinson is? She was on that Tyra Banks supermodel show. She had the big lips, and she always yelled at the bored skinny girls. You remember her? Like it's. Oh, I do. She was like, she calls herself the world's first supermodel. She's really annoying, and like the book is terrible, by the way, but it's her autobiography. And there's a chapter in here where she had sex with Sylvester Stallone. So I'm just going to read just real quick, just the first little bit, because my mind was fucking blown. So this is Janice Dickinson. 2 days later, let's see. A few hours later, Kevin came by and drove me and my cameras to a house on Benedict Canyon. It was a rental. Sly was remodeling his new home. He's waiting for you upstairs, Kevin said. Tell him to go fuck himself, I said. I thought I was going downtown to take pictures. And just as a side note, this was, Sly said that you take it down to set of Demolition Man. So that's you want like a timetable for this. And not only is Janice Dickinson, she's an author and a supermodel and a photographer. It's like, what does Janice Dickinson not do? Besides keep her fucking legs closed. All right, let's see. Tell me, go fuck yourself, I said. All right. You are, Kevin said. He went off and returned with a cranberry vodka. I chugged it and went upstairs looking for Sly. I was pissed off. Nobody in here, he said. I found him in the master bedroom. What are we waiting for, I asked. This, he said. He took me in his big arms and started kissing me. Before I knew it, we were both naked on the bed. It didn't last long, but I think I enjoyed it. And then Sly goes over and says this, I quote, "Bam, ham, slam," he said. Bam, ham, slam, he said. I was actually quite curious as to why the chapter was titled Bam, ham, slam. I was like, this is going to be good. And you guys ever bam, ham, slam the chick? Charlie in the back, you ever got bam, ham, slam? No, you're a vegetarian? Oh, yeah. You're a vegetarian? You're like, no ham, extra slam? All right, one more. Big Mary Strug, Ringo for America. This is one of my favorite finds that I've ever found in a garage sale. It is this book. It's titled 14,000 Things to Be Happy About. Oh, God. I thought this was a great title. It's not like a traditional book with paragraphs and sentences. It's just a list of 14,000 things that this lady's happy about. And I read it consecutively. If you read the book consecutively, you just watch this lady just go insane. It really is. So maybe we can do this like a magic trick. I'll call somebody who says stop and we'll see what kind of part of this crazy lady's life we're in.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, so Levi, why don't you start us off?
Stop.
Oh, okay, here we go. Being told you're dazzling.
No.
Has anyone ever called someone, even if you're wearing a dress full sequins?
Never. Never.
Sparkling? Yeah. Dazzling? No.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, thank you. All right, okay, all right. Darling on the second table. All right, let's.
It's you. It's you.
Stop. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Boy.
Dick Tracy. Which side note? I like to send dick pics. And I'll tell friends, I'm like, here it comes, bunch of dick pics, and then it's pictures of Dick Tracy, Nick Cabot, Richard Nixon,
Ricky Dick.
use that. That's yours to take here. Don't get inspired. All right. One last one. All right, Darla in the back. What is that one? Whoa, here we go. Scratch and sniff. Scratch and sniff makes her happy. Which means they always suck. Right? The sniff never smelled as good as the scratch. Right? And it always wore off, so you didn't smell fucking like a closet. You scratch as much as you want, it can smell like root beer. I'm good. All right, can I read number 14,000? Please. Yeah. Lady wrote before she killed herself. Number 14,000. Croissants in, donuts out. What? I guess there's a rat.
Donuts.
Editor found this bloody manuscript. People need to know about scratch and sniff. She wrote this stuff for her. I know, right? They put that in the worst friends. Like, how you doing, Barbara? Well, I eat croissants and without donuts. Okay, I can't remember that. I gotta remember something.
So when community's officially done, we can get back to normal. I'm making a miss bullshit. I'm excited about all this. And I want to go. I want to go LARPing, live action role playing. You guys want to go? I want to do that so bad. And then I want to do Civil War reenacting. Yeah, that sounds like super fun. And then I was like, wait, man, I can't choose. What am I going to do? And I'm like, why do I have to choose? Like, just fucking go LARPing in somebody's Civil War. I'm a wizard. People on the Underground Railroad.
From amazing folks who have seen awesome questions to ask your friends. What is the worst chore you've ever made? Worst chore ever.
Folding laundry.
Yeah! Just dump it in the fucking thing.
That's exactly right. That's the solution. Folding laundry, yes.
Even though my drawers are pristine. I fold the shit out of my stuff. I'm an adult.
Joe, you can't expound.
Okay,
That makes it wrong.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
That makes it wrong.
All right. Here's a very important question, Joe. A skill set. You can use this in your next job interview. Do you know how to yo-yo? Yes, kind of, or no?
Yes, but I can't do any tricks.
That's correct! That is Joe Cocozero, folks! Our final comic of our 622nd Monday night comedy show. Oh my God! Now tonight was weird. Tonight was weird. We read page 41 of a Picture Me Famous. Some of you had no idea what we were doing. Some of you don't know what a comedy show is or what the Monday night comedy show is. And believe it or not, we've been around since 2007. That's 14 years. Coming up on May 10th. That's 2 weeks from tonight. 2 weeks from tonight, we have our 14th anniversary. How many of you have been married for 14 years? One person who I know is lying. I was no statistics major in college. I was comparative lit in women's studies, but that's not really no one.
like so
Comparative lit.
I laugh at a joke, but you keep going like the punchline's coming, and that's why we just let you trail off.
That's a good joke.
Jason Kruger! That is absolutely 100% correct. And it's so bittersweet since this is his last night with us. JK LOL. My God, we have many more weeks. Many more weeks of witty banter with J Money, the motherfucking hawk. Like next week, which is our 623rd show on May 3rd, 2021, we're not having an in-studio audience, and I'll tell you why, because we just need to take a breather and kind of harness our chi after tonight's beta testing of what we need to do, and we give you comment cards, but we don't care what you think. But we do. Well, I don't know. Because their ideas are fantastic. Tonight's been perfect. It's been perfect, goddammit. We next week we're going to get tongs to hand you individual pieces of red rope licorice because we don't know how to get it to you safely without giving you cooties. I don't know. I don't know how lunch ladies do it.
Yeah, potato gun.
A potato gun is the answer, and that seems legit. I'm not a science major, but also comparative lit. Seriously, no one thinks that's funny? I want to thank everybody. I'm going to Riker this. All right. I can tell that your laugh is fake. I want all of you to go to hell.
It was comparatively funny.
If you take away one thing from the Monday Night Comedy Show tonight, take away Bam Ham Slam from Sylvester Stallone, Valginia from Melissa McGillicuddy, and all of those Gary Sinise truths from Elizabeth S. Gary Sinise, a man of mystery. And two legs. It was CG.
Not on Cameo.
Forrest Gump was not on the Dick Cavett show with John Lennon.
Nope.
That was
Prove that.
That was a cartoon. All right. That does it for our show. I want to thank everybody. Yes, no, I know. For Nanotako Studios, we're going to watch videos. Yes, we're going to watch some videos of the COVID kid, who you might remember as Joe Cocozello, his unique and dulcet tones as the COVID kid. But I want to thank everybody here at Nanotako Studios. So everybody clap for V, for Kat, for Jeff, for Shane, for Whitney, and for Carly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I didn't talk to her tonight for the Monday Night Comedy Show. St. May of the Underground. I know she's been watching. I just couldn't see your reaction, so I'm sorry. St. May of the Underground, and J Money, of course, the motherfucking hawk. I did that in a weird. Why? Like make your hands do the clappy time. That was very awkward.
I don't know what.
Everybody clap for the Monday Night Comedy Show. We have snacks, we have drinks. Let's have some. Thank you so much to everybody streaming, and we'll see you next week, May 3rd. Woo! Let's watch some videos.
Stay safe, all right?
Nanotako Studios and the COVID kid. The COVID kid. And
they say humans got COVID from bats. That can't be, because if that was, Ozzy Osbourne would have had me for years. Some people say I'm not real. I gotta believe in myself, because people don't believe in me. I'm just living the American dream. I came here from another country. I came to this country with nothing. And I worked hard, pulled myself up by my bootstraps. Now everyone's talking about me. I'm on the cover of every newspaper. I'm the only thing that people can talk about. You can't escape me. I'm everywhere. I made plane tickets so cheap. I've been flying everywhere. Let's charter some shit, bro. I get into the hottest parties, bro. VIP all the way. Dude, I just been traveling the country, man. I've been having so much fun this last year. I went to choir practice in Washington State, man. I went to Sturgis. Sturgis was a blast, bro. I had so much fun. I got to ride in one of those sidecars. I went to so many concerts, bro. I touched everything. But I had to stop by this wedding first in Millicott, Maine. That was super fun. They violated the state's guidelines because it's a party, bro. I think I might have accidentally infected maybe 176 people because I refused to use the tongs at the buffet. Dude, why do you need tongs? Everybody's touching the tongs. So yeah, I use my hands. What's it to you? Dude, I've been going everywhere. I went to college. There's a few colleges. I hung out in the dining hall, went to parties, you know, just chilled, had some fun. I don't know if I killed anybody. Those kids, they still have a pretty strong immune system. So, smoke them if you got them, bro. Like, cause who knows when is your time, right? Until then, you'll catch me at the hottest parties. Peace.